to see you. I am your guest host for the night. My name is Neil Patrick Harris. Thank you, thank you. You may know me from a little show called How I Met Your Mother. My current show, I'm doing a series of unfortunate events. Netflix, binge it. I'm also in the upcoming movie Downsizing with Matt Damon, coming out on the 22nd. Very exciting, easy. If you're wondering if Matt Damon is really as bad as Jimmy says, the answer, of course, is yes. He's garbage. Jimmy asked me to host for him. I immediately said yes. I thought he meant at the Oscars. But I guess it's too late to go back now. No, in all seriousness, I'm very happy to fill in for Jimmy tonight. I am thrilled. His son Billy's heart operation was a success. He is recovering very well. Jimmy told me today that the respirator is out. He is eating. He is smiling. So all good news. We are sending lots of love to all the Kimmels. Billy is a brave little boy, and it's heart-wrenching, literally. And I'm so glad he's doing well. I would do anything for Jimmy. I love him, and I love attention. I guess I just love hosting things. I've hosted the Tonys 4 times. I've hosted the Emmys twice. I've hosted the Oscars. I even worked part-time as a host at the Applebee's in Harlem. And BT Dubs, the chicken wonton tacos are half price at happy hour. So, save some money. I'm what's known in Hollywood as a triple threat. I sing, I dance, and I don't sexually harass people. There's only one of us left. All day people have been asking, Neil, you're hosting a late night show. Are you gonna make fun of the president? Of course. I'm required. You have to sign a thing when you come in. If you're gonna host, you gotta make fun of the president. But I'm not gonna make fun of his politics, okay? I'm not gonna pick apart his policies on healthcare or taxes. I will let other people do that. I am, however, going to make fun of the super weird way he spoke during a press conference this morning. Listen to this.
Finally, I asked the leaders of the region, political and religious, Israeli and Palestinian, Jewish and Christian and Muslim, to join us in the noble quest for lasting peace. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Israel. God bless the Palestinians. And God bless the United States. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Is he wearing dentures? The only way that would sound weirder is if we slowed it down to make him seem like he's drunk. And with that, I now present tonight's edition of Drunk Donald Trump.
God bless Israel. God bless the Palestinians. And God bless the United States. Thank you very much.
Take it easy on the Manischewitz, Dottie. Oh, while we're talking about politics, I do want to mention this video that I saw. This is from a Pennsylvania House State Government Committee meeting yesterday, and I think this really sums up how divided we are in this country right now. A Democrat casually touched the arm of his fellow Republican committee member, and then things got very uncomfortable. Check it out.
There is a better way to do this, guys. We don't have to proceed on this one. I hear you. I understand there's some hard feelings with PennDOT.
Representative Bradford,
Yes.
just look, I'm a heterosexual. I have a wife. I love my wife. I don't like men, as you might, but don't stop touching me all the time. So like, keep your hands to yourself. Like if you want to touch somebody, you have people on your side of the aisle that might like it. I don't.
Okay, Chairman. Chair. Okay, we're officially off the rails.
Yeah. First of all, you don't turn gay if a gay person touches you. We're not like zombies. And by the way, the guy who touched him, he isn't even gay. He's straight and he's married with 4 kids. If your issue with him is with him touching you, why are you bringing up sexual orientation, dude? Have some class. You are a state representative. And with all due respect, which is none, the only thing that you are representing with this behavior is bigoted dumbassery. What else is happening? It's a tense time here in LA. As I'm sure you've seen on the news, there are major brush fires happening here in Southern California right now. More than 80,000 acres have been burned. Tens of thousands of people have been evacuated from their homes. This is what the 405 looked like this morning, the 405 freeway. You know how people say driving in LA is hellish? Today it was literally hellish. That is crazy. I see it, when you see it from a helicopter shot, but when you're looking, that is insane. So anyway, thank you to all the firefighters who are out there right now, doing important work. Our thoughts, our prayers are with everyone affected tonight, so stay safe out there. For all of those who have been displaced by the fires and need a place to stay, Guillermo says you can crash at his place. Yes?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Cool? You're cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool. They can come to my house. I got plenty of tamales for everybody.
Yeah? Fun. All right. What's your address?
20-something.
2080-something. Yeah. You put that in Uber, it just takes you there, huh?
It's in the valley.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah. That way.
That way. Hey, the holidays are fast approaching. You guys getting into the Christmas spurt? Yeah? Done your shopping? I spend holidays the way everyone else does. I put on a nice robe, some slippers, grab a mug, a hot cocoa, and I pass the time by screaming at my servants. Guillermo, how many servants do you have?
Only one.
What happened to the other one?
I don't know. They went back to Mexico.
Sorry about that. Whole other story there. This is the time of year, however, parents take their kids to the mall, they put them on Santa's lap, and they hope that they cry to get an amazing Facebook pic. You guys want to play a game? Yeah! Cool. That was my segue. So Jimmy has a Santa-related tradition here at this show, and I am proud to uphold it tonight. The game is this. I will show you a photo of a child freaking out. You will guess if that child is sitting on Santa's lap or getting a flu shot. You ready? It's time to play Santa's lap or flu shot. I love it. All right, here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Sad, angry baby. What do you think? Oh, wow. There's a lot of strong opinions about it. We're sort of divided 50-50. Let's see. Is it Santa's lap or flu shot? That was Santa's lap. How'd you do? You got it? You think you figured it out? All right, let's try again. All right, we got a headband. Is that pain? Is that holiday trauma? All right, let's see. That was Santa's lap as well. Wow. Oh, yeah. Flu shot. Oh, that's pretty unanimous. And you're right, it's a flu shot. That's weird, though. I would be crying, too, if everyone else was laughing at me in that shot, the parents. All right, what about this one? I love how convinced you are, but it could be one or the other. Let's see. That was Santa's lap. Wow. Both those kids hating on Santa Claus. Wow, all right. Oh, look at this one. Flu shot. I'm getting a lot of flu shots, a few Santa's laps. Let's see what the answer. That's Santa's lap on a woman who looks like Helen Hunt. Oh, my. Oh, dear. I mean, this girl's really upset. She's passing a stone from something that's happening. Flu shot, you think? No, you think it's Santa's lap. All right, let's see what it is. Boom, you're right. You guys are good at this game. Oh, her brother was super happy. All right, here's our last one. Flu shot or Santa's lap. Santa, some flu shot. All right, let's see the answer. It's Santa's lap and a flu shot. Wow. Wow. That's unfortunate. Look, do they do that these days? Is that how they get it to happen? All right, well, thanks for playing.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. If you enjoyed the video, hit subscribe. And if you don't click subscribe, this invisible hamster will die.